Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Huma Khalid and I am a student of MS Chemistry from UMT. And today my presentation topic is air pollution. Let's have a look at contents. First of all, I will discuss the definition, then air pollutants classification, primary air pollution, secondary air pollution, source of air pollution, gases, particles, then effect of air pollution on human health, animals and plants, and then climate control of air pollution. Definition: basically the presence of foreign substances in air in excessive concentration which adversely affect the well-being of individual or causes damage to property. It means the presence into the air of a substance which has harmful or poisonous effects on our environment. A pollution has a huge impact on our health, reducing quality of life. In fact, it's the world's largest single environmental health risk. According to World Health Organization, air pollution is defined as substances put into the air by activity of mankind into concentration sufficient to cause harmful effect to his health, vegetables, property, or interfere with the enjoyment of his property. And then air pollutants. What are air pollutants? Air pollutants is contamination of the indoor or outdoor environment by any chemical, physical or biological agent that enter into air or some liquid particles and gases that are suspended in the air. These particles and gases comes from car, trucks, exhaust, factories and dust like dust, smoke, fly ash, and they can also be created by human activity, and some volcanic gases are exposed mainly of water, carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, hydrogen cyanide, hydrogen sulfide, hydrogen fluoride. And during violent eruptions, these gases are injected into the stratosphere. There are the sulfur dioxide reacts with water to form aerosols. Here we can see how aerosols are formed. Aerosols of sulfuric acid, nitric acid, and these aerosols block sunlight from reaching the Earth's surface, causing cooling. These aerosols contribute to the destruction of stratospheric ozone. Most of this deflection comes from man-made chemicals such as nitrogen dioxide, nitrogen oxide, which comes from factories, effluents, and carbon monoxide is released from volcanoes and forest fires. Then its classification. Primary air pollution. Primary air pollution, the poisonous gases and undesirable chemical which cause air pollution, and they are emitted directly to the atmosphere. They may be carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, hydrocarbons, radioactive compounds, particles of metals, pollens, bacteria, etc. And then secondary air pollution. Secondary air pollutions are those which are produced in the air by the interaction among two or more primary air pollution like ozone, peroxyethyl nitrate, formaldehyde, formation of acid rain, smoke, and nitrogen oxide, etc. Here we can see how primary pollutants are formed like natural sources, area sources, stationary sources, and mobile sources that produce primary pollutants like sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, volcanic gases that are converted into secondary pollutants by chemical reactions by two or more primary pollutants like sulfuric acid, nitric acid, ozone, and then sources of air pollution. What are the sources of pollution? Some of air pollution comes from natural sources like volcanic eruptions, sea salt spray, but most air pollution results from human activities such as burning coal, oil, and wood. Here are natural sources. Natural contaminants like fungi, spores, cysts, bacteria, methane, dust, etc. And then carbon monoxide, which comes from methane gas, volcanic eruptions, forest fire, electric storm and solar flares, salt spray from ocean, dust storm, hydrogen sulfide, cosmic dust. Here are man-made sources like emission from vehicles, rapid industrialization, agricultural activities, warfare, automobile revolution, deforestation, and burning of fossil fuels. Here we can see the sources of indoor air pollution that are tobacco, dust, mosquito repellent, wall and furniture paint, agarbatti, wood and paper burning, outside air and chulas. Then what are the effects of air pollution on our environment? How air pollution affects our environment? And first of all, on human health. Human health. Exposure to high levels of air pollution cause a variety of adverse health outcomes like eye irritation can be caused by mainly air pollutants such as NOx, ozone, peroxyacetylene nitrate, pesticide, etc. An increase in mortality and morbidity rates due to air pollution like the frequency of disease and illness in a certain areas and mortality rate to describe the frequency of death in a population. Heavy metals like lead may enter through lungs, cause poisoning. Dust particles can cause specific respiratory disease like silicosis, asbestosis, etc. Silicosis caused by breathing in tiny bits of silica, and they affect workers such as construction and mining. Then cadmium particles cause cardiovascular diseases, kidney and liver damage, and then nickel particles cause respiratory damage. Radioactive substances affect future generation. It means radioactive can cause damage the DNA in our cells. Here we can see the how affect human health by air pollution, destruction of ozone layer, UV visible lights, heat waves, and then pollutants, and then inhalation. Further effect of air pollution on animals. How air pollution harms food supply and quality. Many metal, toxics, persistent organic pollutants affect wildlife by entering the food chain and damaging the supply and quality of food. Once consumed, many of these pollutants collect and are stored within the animal's tissues and cause harmful effects. And there are many pollutants that affect the health of animals like fluorine, Following almost all farm animals, cattle, and sheep are susceptible to fluorine toxicity. Horses are quite resistant. Fluorine is a cumulative poison under conditions of continuous exposure to subacute doses. Its effects include lack of appetite, rapid loss of weight, periodic diarrhea, and etc. Lead. Chronic lead poisoning have been observed frequently in animals that have been gazing smelter and lead mines. It causes paralysis and difficulty in breathing. Then arsenic. Acute case causes fear, salivation, thirst, loss of appetite, paralysis, and diarrhea. In chronic arsenic poisoning, cause cough, diarrhea, anemia, abortion, paralysis, and death. Then effect of air pollution on plants. How air pollution affects plants also. Air pollution injury to plants in several ways. Injury to foliage may be visible in a short time, or it can develop slowly as a yellowing or chlorosis of the leaf, or maybe a reduction of growth of a plant, like spraying pesticides, organic manure, and agricultural application affect the rate of plant, destroy chlorophyll formation, disrupt photosynthesis, sulfur dioxide decreases chlorophyll content, causes chlorosis, nitrogen dioxide permanent leaf fall, ozone necrosis. That area of leaf damages the leaf. Here we can see the damage of leaf of a plant due to air pollution. Then effect of air pollution on our climate. How our climate change due to air pollution. Increase ground level ozone in many regions. Emission of pollutants into air can result in changes to the climate change. Like here we can see the ozone in the atmosphere warm the climate, and different particulate matter can have either warming or cooling effect on the climate. Increase in carbon dioxide, temperature of atmosphere, ice and glaciers melt, flooding of coastal towns, change rainfall pattern, agriculture output changes. Then depletion of ozone layer, increased penetration of harmful UV rays on Earth, causes skin diseases, sunburn, inactivation of RNA, DNA and protein molecules. Then control of air pollution. What can citizens do to prevent themselves? Here are some instructions, like planting more trees to improve air quality, and reducing vehicle exhaust, like reduce emission, and set national standards that meet World Health Organization air quality guidelines. Turn off your engine, use less energy, don't burn your garbage, and using less polluting fuels, using mass transport, and removal of particulate matter, using electrostatic precipitator, cyclone filter, etc. Industrial area should be sited far away from residential area, and suitable chemical methods applied to remove hydrocarbons. Multi-stage combustion processes suggested to remove oxides of nitrogen. Task ahead to control of air pollution. First of all, awareness campaign for a clean environment. a clean system to monitor pollution, then stricter control on factories releasing effluents, then planning projects to suit environments, adaptation of latest pollution control techniques. To individual continue to stand up for your right to healthy and sustainable environments. In government, businesses, and individuals, we all are accountable. Think and rethink about the way you live and consume and make sustainable choices for yourself and your children. To reduce the sources of pollution and the amount of waste, the citizens should follow the process of reduce, reuse, and recycle to control the air pollution. Thank you.